Oh shit. I got my nails done today. Black women marrying outside their race. And when I say quality man, I mean a man who's going to be the provider, a man who is going to Shavuot. Shalom, y'all. I worked last night, so I was so tired catching this train. But if I didn't take today to get this microneedling done, I don't know when I would have gotten it done. So this was my second time at Tanya Thomas Clinic in Manhattan and my first time getting microneedling. My esthetician is Jalissa, and I really love that she is honest with her suggestions. But let's talk. Shalom. Should I have turned this sideways? Probably. But whatever. Hopefully this won't be no more than 15 minutes. I want to get used to starting to share what be on my mind, because this might be racing. I just gotta find the time. I've literally have been seeing in my algorithm for some time, and as a single woman, it has hit home. So let me grab my seats. Baby, when I tell you this topic is so relevant to my life right now that I have to speak on it. I've been seeing a lot of videos about black women becoming more feminine again. Black women with marriage, whether or not, you know, well, I mean, I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, candid, no sugarcoat. Black women marrying outside their race. Black women trying not to dominate their masculinity. The cause of that. And I've been seeing a lot of people is catching on to a lot of things, and we are missing a part of why these things has happened. I am extremely big on the Willis syndrome. The Willis syndrome, even if he was not a person, I can care less. The theory that is called the Willis theory, the philosophy, the method, whatever, during slavery was definitely, undeniably, when you look at slavery and the methods, it was definitely a universal thing that was pushed across the board. In Americas and in islands, light against dark, old against young. I do feel like some of the videos we get it, but we still not relating it back to slavery point. But we do. I have seen videos with women or men, but specifically women, talking about, you know, the fact that, you know, we were pretty much forced to be masculine. You know, we all know there was house slaves and there were field slaves. And although they were both slaves, I'm not taking away from the house slave experience or trauma or, you know, generational curses or whatnot. But let's be real. The field slaves had it way worse, and the field slaves, which were darker people, were the ones who had the less advantages when we were physically free. And, you know, so we went through the projects, we went through welfare, we went through, you know, all of these, you know, public school and just the bottom of the barrel, versus, and again, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all, but where there were more privileges for lighter skinned individuals. The talk is, when it comes to our men wanting us, you know, it is this thing of the black women is not enough. Either, you know, our men are not attracted to us physically, either our men are not attracted to our strength. And for the longest, before I came into the Hebrew Israelite way of life, following the Most High commandments, I just felt like, because I knew what that was, I felt like, F y'all, like, go get Becky with the good hair and breed that mentality out of the stronger. But I have a different mentality now. You know, I understand mixing seed. So I don't feel like I hate on, which a lot of people like to be like, oh, you hating on, you know, when I see the comments and all that, oh, why y'all hating on this, that, and the other. It's not about hate, baby. Don't get it twisted. Coming from a woman who was raised to know her worth, I know the real hate came from the oppressor. And that is the reason why they made us feel lesser than. Because they knew the strength in our DNA. They knew the strength in our melanin. When you Google melanin today, baby, it costs way more than gold. So I know that. I know me. So this is not hate talk, but it is at this point. I can't say I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted that we still have that mentality and have no clue what it is. I don't want to get too deep, but I do want to say, as a daughter of Zion, as a woman striving to be like Mother Sarah, Queen Esther, you know, the ancient woman in modern times, because don't get me wrong, you know, no, nothing against our Israelite sisters who trying to live like the ancient times. I'm not trying to live like the ancient times. We cannot go back to the past. When I call myself modest, that means I'm modest in today's time. So yes, I still dress like this because I'm still more covered than the average society, our average women in our society today. And that's what modest means. You're more covered than average society. With this single journey, I'm trying to learn to appreciate that the Most High may be bringing me through exactly what the ancient women had to do before they got a man of high caliber, to prepare their beauty for this man. And besides that, I also am building my own relationship with the Most High. My relationship with the Most High is not from my husband. Me and the Most High have our own personal relationship, which I have to also appreciate before I get married. The Most High is allowing me to be his wife. And that's just how I like to look at it. Of course, I'm not even near humbled enough to even say that. A man of substance, a man who can provide, who also I'm attracted to, and also will treat me right. And that is rare. Who's also a honest person. Like, meeting genuine, honest people with integrity. Like I say, these videos have been popping up, and I recently discovered I'm a Sigma woman, and I love that I discovered that, because at first I was like, okay, I know I ain't no beta, but when I see alpha, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm alpha. But there were some things about alpha I felt like, yeah. So when I seen Sigma, it hit it on the nose. When I tell you, for real, it hit it on the nose. I'm definitely a Sigma woman. And a lot of people, I'm sorry, it's just low quality. Some of the things that I feel is low quality. One, a liar. Like, why are you lying? Everybody got to lie for something, but it got to be a cause. You know, Abraham lied. Jacob lied. Was it Jacob? Alright. One of them. We know for sure Abraham lied. But they had to, you know. But on, like, people really be lying. Like, for what? Why are you like just lying to have a conversation? Why are you just lying when I beg of you to be honest? When I tell you it's better to be honest, you're gonna mess up everything if you lie. Like what? Like people, I don't know. I just can't get it. I just can't get it. In this past September, I have come to realize, I ran across the article also, I've come to realize the most lonely people in the world are lonely because they view the world in a totally different way. At the beginning of this year, even Cat Williams, truth seekers, truth people, we are outcasts. We are outcasts. And people are gonna always, like, I've been that, but Cat Williams brought it to the world, right? And made it normalized that we're not crazy. We're just set apart because we're honest. And we're not going to deal with fake shit, period. Like, I'd rather be a loner than deal with fake shit. These little things are valuable. Do not tell me you're going to do something and you're not, period. A simple word like, I'm going to call you back. Or no, I'm going to call you right back. Or I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes. People like to do that. Or I'm up the street. I'm turning the corner. I'm at the red light. I'm on my way. When they know they're still at home, get ready. That blows my mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, why? How simple is that? Because guess what? Me, I'm the type of person. If you tell me you turn in the corner, I'm on my way downstairs. So now you have me waiting downstairs for 20 minutes because you say you was turning the corner, but I could have still been in the house doing something else. You know, like going back to what I mentioned in the beginning. You know, knowing I didn't come from the most privileged family. You know, I didn't have a silver spoon fed to me. I still have to learn how to live in my femininity, which, you know, includes my ultimate beauty, this and other. You know, I can't expect to be with a high quality man and not be high quality myself. I know I'm high quality. However, I don't always exhibit it. I don't always have time to get my nails done. I don't have time to get my hair done. I personally don't really like weaves like that. So I've been practicing on how to wear my natural hair at its, you know, most beautiful state. Little dainty things, you know, a masculine man wants a real feminine woman. Working on my attitude. I've even gotten to the point that I've literally swallowed approaching my dad, because I'm like, okay, if I'm trying to live this modern ancient lifestyle, the ancients, dads and family pick their mates. So, you know, although my father don't follow this way of life, I've been here and there, not too often, but here and there, I'll talk to my dad about what he personally feel I can fix to be a wife. You know, we may not see it because we feel like, okay, we know us and we want to pick our own, but I feel like the arranged marriages work because your parents are the ones who raised you. You came out of them. You are the seed, or it came out of their womb. You're the egg, you know, and then they raised you up. They watch you. They know you. If they are that type of parent, you know, so they know things that you may not know. So with that, you know, I swallowed a pill and asked my father, what do he personally think I can do to be able to get a high quality man. Sometimes, you know, we gotta swallow our pride and go back in our past and see what is the problem. Which even before I did this, I knew some of the problem, my upbringing. Like, I didn't have the best upbringing, which again goes back to what we went through as a people. I am proud and happy to see that a lot of black women are noticing we have a lot to do. I still want a man to take care of me. I still want a man up to my caliber. I still want a man who can provide. So, unfortunately, we're going outside the race. Unfortunately for some, because some feel like that's the price. But a lot of black women still want a black man. Most black women want a black man. And it is very hurtful that our, we are left what we're left with. And I know a lot of Israelite men might be like, oh, well, y'all don't have the seed, so yada, yada, yada. But Queen Esther didn't carry the seed, but she still made it to scripture. Well, what she did, she saved our whole nation. She was still our queen. But as a topic for another day, like I said, I am not promoting that or agreeing to that. I want Israelites with Israelites. And I want my Israelite king. I want my Israelite man. What I'm doing now to improve myself, to hopefully get that quality man I want. And when I say quality man, I mean a man who's going to be the provider, a man who is going to do his role and take pride in that, who also is kind to me, loving, not abusive, a man who has values, for one, a man who is spiritually inclined, a man who has morals, a person who also protects that energy, because people just be doing the most. People just be around people who don't mean them no good, who be jealous, who be just be having this bad juju, if you want to call it, on them. And it's important to preserve your energy. Of course, when you go to work, when you hustling, when you're in the streets, you cannot control that. But when you can control it, when you can choose what you do, that's important. A person who takes I missed this part. Their health, like, baby, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I spend a lot on what I put into my body. You got to work on yourself inside and out, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And well, you are what you eat. So, feeding yourself junk food, low quality, low vibration, all that. I should have made the footnotes because I had so much to say. Let me just close it out because the sun is going down and I want to take my bed before the sun goes down because it's about to be Shavuot. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully I said enough that made sense. It is Shavuot. I'm going to service and then I'm going to come home and cook because I crashed yesterday. I didn't even put up my little decorations that I got. But come with me. So I did the first half of Shavuot in Jersey. I really love when worship places allow children to be a part of the services. My adopted niece and nephew be so excited to put up the Torah scroll. Yes, I'm claiming it. These are my New York adopted niece and nephew. Look how cute her little bag. I can't wait till the day I'm able to raise my children in Torah. Alright guys, so I am back home. I've been trying to get some stuff done and I realized, oh my goodness, it's 5 o'clock already. Prime example of what I mean, like, it is not easy doing these holy days by yourself. I be in the spirit and be wanting to decorate and be wanting to just go out and do the most, but it's just be me by myself, so I do the bare minimum, but at least I do something. Shout out to all the sisters who make their house into a happy home, who take their time to make these holy days memorable and fun for their children. I can only imagine being a child watching the world mainstream holidays and we have these holy days and it not being fun. Like, make it fun for your children and yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna make me a mocktail. before I officially start cooking. This cucumber, lemon, and mint water tastes so refreshing. I made it with mountain water from Trader Joe's. And mountain water have a weird little taste. So I infused it. Anywho, I'm gonna be drinking tomorrow. And I had a drink yesterday. So I'm making this mocktail. The blood orange, cranberry, and kiwi, only because kiwi is a mood stabilizer too. It helps boost your vibes. It's gonna be good. No sugar at all. Cheers! Happy Shavuot. So I'm not baking me no bread, but I am going to make hot dogs for today. That's gonna be my bread, and hopefully that can last me for a good 2 to 3 days. So I'm gonna make a 6-layer Mexican dip. I like to make that easy. Something that'll last for a few days. I get some tortilla chips. I make seasoned peppers and onions seasoned with this, and then black beans, corn. I have some fresh cilantro, some jalapeno. I forgot my salsa, so I'm gonna get some salsa whenever I'm ready to make this. Sour cream and avocado to make the other 3 layers. Like I have in the freezer some lentils and some baked chicken. It's gonna be baked herb chicken. I'm gonna season it with some thyme, some of this, some of that. I think these ingredients will go fairly well together. I'm not a fan of this brand because of that added ingredient, but whatever. I want it to be very well seasoned. My others, maybe I'll use this one. I'm gonna stuff it with some peppers, give it a little spice. Shallot, I'm gonna cut up to go with this, with some garlic. And I'm gonna make roasted. I'm not gonna roast it today. I'm actually not gonna bake the chicken today either. What I'm gonna do is season it, clean it and season it. So I'm gonna roast the pumpkin. This is pumpkin. I'm gonna roast this pumpkin with some maple syrup, some of this apple spice, and yeah, that's gonna be that. And then this is my hot dogs I'm going to eat today. My hot dog, I'm gonna cook that first because I am getting hungry. Check out my hot dog video. I made homemade hot dogs with homemade chili. This time I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use chili. I'm gonna use this in my chili, cut it with some ground beef. I have my buns. I'm gonna put some of this sauce in there, top it off with some jalapeno. I have some toppings. I love to fully dress my hot dogs, so I have shredded cheese, ketchup, and mustard. I have chicken kind. I figured, okay, I already have beef for the chili, so I could do chicken. And then the last but not least, I'm gonna have a third meal awaiting. This is gonna be, I found this in the store. I seen this and I'm like, oh, that look good. Let me try that out. And so I tasted last night. It tastes so good. I think this will go pretty well with these leftover vegetables I have. It's peas, chicory, and asparagus. And it was really good, but asparagus be having your urine smell like you don't clean yourself down now. So I need a little break from that. I'm not gonna eat that anymore for a second. I'm going to mix it all. I'm gonna break up the fish and mix it all together with the couscous. All right, y'all, so my hot dog is super messy. That's just how I love it. I love me a messy hot dog. So I'm gonna eat it with, I got some pickled pineapples from this pickle guy's place. It has a very interesting taste. It tastes good. I feel like it will go good with this. So I'm gonna eat that instead of chips. I'm so happy that I feel good today, especially the fact that I'm pretty much doing this alone. The first half of the day I went to the synagogue, but pineapples is good. Let me see what this hot dog here for. Typically I eat my hot dogs with a fork when it gets too messy. Right now I can manage it. I accomplished my goal. I have plenty enough food. Almost forgot I have this in the freezer. This is some pasta. This is my couscous, smoked fish, caramelized shallots and red onions, peas, asparagus, and chicory. This is chicken to be baked, the pumpkin to be roasted, and then the lentils that I already had in the freezer. This is the base for my 6-layer Mexican. This is going to be my vegan dish. So I have the black beans, the vegetables, some corn, and again I'm going to do, maybe not vegan, because I'm going to do sour cream and guacamole and salsa. So either 5 or 6-layer dish. And then this is for a day that I'm probably having a hangover or something, or drunk. This is Cajun, 2 legs and the wings I cut from off of the chicken because the chicken is was big enough. And then some leftover macaroni and cheese that I had in the freezer. And I had leftover seasoning. For the next meal, I'll probably make some beans and rice. And I be wanting some meat for breakfast sometimes, and it's hard to find meat without the kosher meat without the sodium nitrate or other ingredients that I'm not too fond of. So I made me 2 breakfast patties and breakfast sausages.